Imagine starting each day with calm, clarity, and intention, fully grounded and ready to face whatever life brings. No stress, no noise, just peace. Each morning, we are given a fresh start. What we choose to do with that start is what truly matters. These aren't just poetic words, they're a powerful reminder. Because for many of us, mornings are a mess. Alarms blaring, endless notifications, anxiety flooding in before we've even taken a deep, peaceful breath. But what if that could change? What if your mornings became a space for inner peace and unstoppable personal growth? Take a moment to ask yourself, how different would your life feel if your day began with intention rather than overwhelm? In this video, you'll uncover 6 transformative morning habits rooted in Buddhist wisdom, designed to rewire your mindset and unlock a deeper, calmer version of you. One of these habits is so deceptively simple, yet profoundly powerful. It could shift your entire outlook. If you take away just one thing from this video, let it be that. And don't miss the bonus insight at the end. It's something you'll carry with you for life. Habit number 1. Begin with stillness, the sacred pause before the world arrives. Most mornings the chaos hits us before we're even fully awake. Alarms, messages, responsibilities. We start reacting before we've even taken a moment for ourselves. But what if you didn't react? What if you responded with calm, intention, and presence? Buddha once said, "Silence is the language of the soul," and it's in that silence where your power begins. Picture a still lake at dawn, peaceful, untouched. Its reflection is perfect. Your mind can be just like that. When it's quiet, clarity rises to the surface. But the moment we dive into emails, social media, or task lists, we stir the waters, and the clarity disappears. True peace doesn't come when everything around you calms down. It starts when you do. So before the world rushes in, give yourself the gift of silence. No phone, no agenda, just your breath. Let your body wake up naturally. Let your mind settle. Ask yourself, what if the first 5 minutes after waking shaped your entire day? Could you sit with your breath before sitting with your inbox? This small act of stillness is your anchor. It's not about controlling the day. It's about centering yourself before the world begins to pull you in all directions. It's a spiritual homecoming. In Buddhism, mindfulness doesn't begin with doing. It begins with simply being aware. And when you begin your day with awareness, you carry peace like armor. It doesn't mean the day will be easy, but you'll be ready for whatever comes. Skip this pause, and you risk slipping into autopilot. In that state, you're not living your day. The day is living you. But when you choose stillness, you're declaring to the world, I am here. I decide how I show up. That quiet moment becomes your sanctuary. And from that sanctuary, every other habit flows. Some of the greatest minds, monks, mystics, philosophers, all point to this simple pause. Why? Because in silence we return to what truly matters. We remember that we are not just roles, workers, parents, planners. We are living, breathing beings, and that is enough. Stillness isn't laziness. It's a disciplined choice, a commitment to presence. It's rejecting the illusion that your worth is measured by how much you get done. When you build your mornings on this truth, something inside begins to shift. You stop acting from a place of fear or urgency. You start showing up from a place of grounded strength. This habit asks for just a few minutes, but in return, it reshapes your entire approach to life. You move from panic to presence, from chaos to clarity. You realize you don't need the world to be calm in order to feel calm. You just need to come back to yourself. one breath at a time. So tomorrow morning, here's your challenge. Sit in stillness for 5 minutes. Just 5. Breathe. Let thoughts come and go. Let the morning light in, and then ask yourself, did I really miss anything important while I sat in silence? Chances are the only thing you caught was yourself. Peace doesn't wait for you at the end of your day. It waits for you at the beginning. Will you meet it? And remember, this is just the first habit. The next step will show you how to align your mind with intention before your feet even touch the floor. And the shift it creates might surprise you. As Thich Nhat Hanh once said, waking up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. This isn't just a beautiful quote, it's a practice. Habit number 2, the mindful wake-up, awaken body, spirit, and intention. Think of a flower. It doesn't burst into bloom the moment the sun rises. It unfolds gently, in harmony with the light. Your consciousness deserves the same grace. Before you check your phone, before you even open your eyes fully, take one deep breath. Feel your body, this sacred vessel that carries you through the world, and smile. Not because everything is perfect, but because you've been given another chance, another morning, another moment to live with meaning. Quietly, within yourself, say, today I choose peace. Today I walk with awareness. These may sound like simple words, but their impact is anything but small. Their energy threads through every decision, every interaction that follows. When you jump out of bed in a rush, you carry that energy with you. Your morning becomes a sprint, a chase, and the rest of your day struggles to catch up. But when you pause, when you arrive in your body before you even leave the sheets, you set a very different tone. You claim your day with presence. Because peace doesn't begin when the world slows down. It begins the moment you do. This small shift isn't just a productivity trick. It's a quiet revolution, a daily rebirth. In Buddhist teachings, rebirth isn't only about cosmic cycles. It's also about now. Every single morning is a fresh start, a chance to wake up not just physically, but spiritually. So when your feet touch the ground, do it slowly. Feel the texture beneath them. Let the moment be sacred, because it is. You are here, alive, aware, and that awareness is your greatest power. In Buddhism, mindfulness is the path to liberation. The more present you are, the less you're controlled by old patterns, habits, or fear. This habit, this mindful wake-up, transforms a routine moment into something meaningful. It turns unconscious reaction into conscious creation, because how you enter the day matters. Ask yourself, are you waking up reacting to life or arriving to it? Are you bringing anxious, rushed energy into the world or calm, grounded intention? Here's the truth. Peace isn't waiting for you in some future version of your life. It's right here, in how you place your feet on the floor, in how you breathe before you rise, in the sacred attention you bring to the seemingly ordinary. When you greet the morning with reverence, life greets you back with clarity. Most people spend their days waiting for peace to come later. But those who are awake know peace begins at sunrise. You don't need a perfect morning, you need a mindful one. And it all starts the moment you open your eyes. So tomorrow, try this. Before you move, breathe. Before you rise, smile. Before you speak, set an intention. And as your body awakens, let your spirit rise with it. Let the morning light remind you, this is a new day, a new life, a new chance to begin again. One conscious breath can transform your morning. One intentional thought can shift your entire path. So ask yourself, are you ready to wake up? Not just physically, but fully. The next habit will guide you to use movement as meditation, to turn your very first steps into a path toward presence and growth. What happens when you stop rushing and start flowing? Let's find out. Habit number 3, take in the good. Train your mind toward gratitude and resilience. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha, if your thoughts are like seeds, then the question becomes, what are you watering each morning? Picture your mind as a garden. Left untended, it becomes overrun with weeds, fear, stress, irritation. But with even 30 seconds of focused gratitude, you begin to shift the soil. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a practice. The brain doesn't naturally hold on to positive moments the way it clings to negative ones. That's why we need to pause, soak in the good, and let it imprint on our nervous system. Right now, think of something simple: the warmth of your tea, sunlight pouring through the window, the soft rhythm of breath, the voice or laughter of someone you love. Don't just recognize it, feel it. Let it settle into your body. Let it warm your chest. Let your shoulders relax, your face soften. If emotion rises, let it. That's your humanity awakening. This isn't wishful thinking. Science backs what ancient wisdom has long known. Where you rest your mind, you build your life. Your brain was built to scan for danger. That's how we survived. But if all we see is stress, comparison, or pressure, we end up training ourselves to live in survival mode. Gratitude breaks that pattern. It doesn't erase the hard things. It gives them context. It brings you back to now. Try this tomorrow. Sit quietly for just 30 seconds. Bring one thing to mind that you're grateful for. Not as a checklist, but as a felt experience. Let it nourish you. Let it ground you. You don't need a perfect life to feel joy. You only need to notice it. And you can, if you slow down long enough to see. Ask yourself, what if I could rewire my brain for calm and joy in just 30 seconds a day? What beauty is already here, waiting to be seen? This habit doesn't ask you to pretend everything is okay. It asks you to find one true thing that is, and let it remind you that peace isn't out there. It's already inside you, quietly waiting to bloom. And when you water those seeds, those small moments of presence, peace grows. Habit number 4, walking meditation. Let every step become your teacher. We often think of meditation as stillness, sitting quietly on a cushion in solitude. But what if peace didn't wait for silence? What if it met you in motion? What if your first steps, off the bed, down the hallway, into the kitchen, became a meditation of their own? This is the wisdom behind the 4th habit, walking meditation. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, peace is every step. Not just the steps taken in retreat or rituals, but the ordinary ones, the ones you take every single morning. Imagine your feet moving like they're touching soft sand, each step a gentle imprint of awareness. When you're lost in thought, those steps disappear, blurred by distraction. But when you walk with presence even for a few minutes, each step becomes a grounding force. They become sacred, your steps. You don't need a temple. You don't need silence. You only need attention. Your movement can be your meditation. After waking, before the swirl of tasks, texts, and to-dos, simply stand. Feel the pull of gravity. Let your body settle into presence. And then begin to walk, not with purpose, but with presence. Sink your breath to each step. As your left foot meets the ground, inhale gently. As your right foot follows, exhale. Whisper silently in your mind. Breathing in, I arrive. Breathing out, I am home. These aren't just phrases, they're anchors. In Buddhist tradition, this simple act pulls the scattered mind back into the sacred now. You may be walking to brush your teeth. That doesn't matter. What matters is how you walk. Are you rushing or rooted? Are you moving automatically or mindfully? Most of us stumble into the day already thinking, planning, checking, scrolling. But peace isn't found in what's coming next. It lives in the very next footstep. When your steps are mindful, your life becomes mindful. Try this tomorrow. After waking, walk slowly for 3 to 5 minutes. No headphones, no distractions, just you, your breath, your body, moving in rhythm. This quiet act does more than calm your nerves. It focuses your mind. It steadies your spirit. It brings dignity to even the most ordinary moment. What if your walk to the bathroom could be a meditation? That question alone could shift how you move through life. Walking meditation isn't about adding a new task. It's about transforming what's already there. You're already walking. This habit turns it into a sacred ritual. It soothes your nervous system. It strengthens your awareness. It reminds you. You don't have to run toward peace. You just have to walk into it. In Buddhist tradition, monks walk for hours in silence, not to get somewhere, but to arrive here. With every footfall, they affirm, I am alive, I am aware, I am free. You don't need hours. You need moments, moments that, when repeated, become a lifetime of clarity. So ask yourself, are your first steps of the day rushed or rooted? Let this habit turn your morning path into a pilgrimage. Let every step become your teacher. Let your breath become your guide. And let your awareness become your peace. You don't have to escape your life to find stillness. Sometimes, all it takes is one conscious step. Habit number 5, journaling for self-mastery. Reflect, release, realign. To understand everything is to forgive everything, said the Buddha. But how do you begin to understand yourself? When you never pause to listen, you miss the quiet truth beneath the noise. That's what journaling is, not just writing, but witnessing. It's not about perfect grammar or poetic sentences. It's about radical honesty. Your journal becomes a mirror for your mind. And like any mirror, it shows you what's been hidden, fears you didn't realize were leading you, beliefs you've outgrown but still carry, thoughts that echo quietly in the background, shaping your choices. When you write, you don't just observe your inner world. You name it. And naming something is the first step toward freeing yourself from it. This habit is a sacred pause, a practice of emotional liberation. Picture this. You wake up, pour a warm cup of tea, and open your journal. No rules, no pressure, just a blank page. And your truth. Let the pen move without judgment. You might write about a dream, a doubt, a joy, or just scattered fragments. That's okay. Writing slows the mind just enough to hear what's real underneath the noise. Then gently ask yourself, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? It might be resentment, perfectionism, the need to prove. Let it spill onto the page, and as it does, notice the weight it's carried, and how much lighter you feel as you let it go. Journaling is like an exhale for the soul, a release of what you no longer need to carry. End your writing with a small, grounding intention, something clear, honest, and gentle. Today I respond with compassion. Today I honor my pace. Today I let peace lead. These are not just words, they are seeds. And over time, those seeds grow into a mindset that transforms how you meet your day. We live in a world that teaches us to react, perform, rush. But this habit reminds you, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. You are the one who chooses. With just 5 minutes a day, Journaling becomes a sacred reset. It gives you back authorship over your inner world. You stop being a passive receiver of mental clutter and become a conscious creator of emotional clarity. So ask yourself, are you leading your thoughts, or are they leading you? Before you check your emails, check in with your heart. The wisdom you seek isn't out there. It's waiting for you in the quiet spaces within. This isn't about control. It's about clarity, not perfection, but presence. In Buddhist teachings, self-awareness is the root of transformation. When you reflect honestly, release gently, and realign intentionally, you're no longer shaped by your past. You begin shaping your future with consciousness. Write it, feel it, release it, realign. This habit helps you walk lighter. The next habit will help you speak with power. Because what if the words you choose in the morning shape the life you build all day? Let's explore that next. Habit number 6, compassionate intention setting. Align with your deeper values. There is a quiet power in deciding who you want to be before the world tries to decide it for you. That's what this final habit invites. A return to self-direction, a reunion with purpose. Buddha once said, "Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart to it." But in a culture obsessed with doing, we often forget the sacredness of simply being. We wake up chasing goals before we ever ask, do these goals align with my soul? This habit changes that. It shifts your focus from what you're doing to who you're becoming. Picture your life as an arrow. Even the fastest arrow is useless without a clear target. In the same way, even the busiest day can feel empty if it's not rooted in intention. So, each morning, pause, sit in stillness, breathe deeply, let the quiet speak, and ask, who do I choose to be today? Not what do I need to do, but who do I want to be while doing it? When you rise with that kind of awareness, your energy shifts. You stop reacting to life and begin responding from a place of inner truth. Growth isn't about rushing ahead. It's about moving in alignment, not with the noise of the world, but with the whisper of your spirit. Let that whisper guide you. So ask yourself gently each morning, what values do I want to live through today? Not achievements, but virtues. Not pressure, but presence. Is it patience, compassion, clarity, stillness, courage? Let your heart answer, not your to-do list. If life has felt overwhelming, choose peace. If your mind has been scattered, choose focus. If you've been reacting, choose kindness. Let that choice be your inner compass. From that moment on, your day begins to align. Your words soften. Your tone shifts. Your energy becomes intentional, and slowly, gently, peace replaces pressure. Intention is not a task. It's a truth. It's not what you do. It's how you be. In Buddhist philosophy, this is the foundation of all right action. Not the pursuit of productivity, but the embodiment of presence. You are not here just to achieve. You are here to become. Deadlines may still await. Tasks still need tending. But now you meet them as the self you chose, not the one the world demanded. This is how you take back your mornings and your power. So tomorrow, before reaching for your phone or entering the rush, sit, breathe. Ask yourself, who do I want to be today? Say it aloud, if you can. Today, I choose compassion. Today, I will embody patience. Today, I walk in peace. Let that intention settle into your breath, your body, your gaze. Carry it like a lantern into every room, every moment. Ask yourself now, are your actions aligned with your deepest values or just your loudest pressures? What kind of energy do you want to leave behind in others today? That is your real legacy, not titles, not trophies, but the quiet impact of your presence. This habit is the thread that ties all others together. It reminds you that a peaceful morning begins not with doing, but with choosing, not with tasks, but with truth. And when you lead with that truth, you don't just grow. You grow in the right direction. Be intentional, be rooted, be compassionate. Your morning doesn't just shape your day, it shapes your destiny. The bonus habit, conscious breathing. The gateway to inner stability. Most people wake up already overwhelmed, scrolling before they've even met themselves, rushing into a world that never pauses. But what if peace didn't depend on your schedule, your surroundings, or your mood? What if it was already within you, waiting in your breath? Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." And that's exactly what your breath can become. An anchor. Not just a biological reflex, but a sacred rhythm. Your breath doesn't judge you. It doesn't rush you. It simply reminds you, you are here. You are alive. You are enough. Right now, try it. A single conscious inhale. Feel it enter your body. A single conscious exhale. Feel yourself soften. This breath is your home. This moment is your temple. You don't need a meditation cushion or hours of silence. You only need a few seconds, a few intentional breaths to return to yourself, to choose awareness over autopilot, presence over panic. Every time you breathe with awareness, you remind yourself, I'm not behind, I'm right on time, I'm right here. Try this tomorrow, before you move, before you think, before you speak. Breathe. Feel the inhale. Feel the exhale. Let the breath meet you where you are, gently, like light at dawn. This bonus habit is the simplest and the most powerful, because it doesn't require anything but you, and it always leads you back to yourself. Let that goodness soak in, not just as a passing thought, but as a felt experience. This isn't toxic positivity. It's conscious cultivation. What you focus on grows, and when you start your day by noticing what's already beautiful, you train your brain to look for more. Mindful movement. Turn your first steps into meditation. As you walk to the kitchen, the bathroom, or just stand up from bed, do it slowly. Feel your feet connect with the ground. Breathe with each step. Breathing in, I arrive. Breathing out, I am home. Your body becomes a prayer. Your movement becomes sacred. Peace isn't in some distant retreat. It's in the hallway outside your bedroom. Journaling for self-mastery. Don't wait to feel ready to reflect. Make journaling your daily mirror. Pour out the thoughts, feelings, or fragments floating inside. No need for perfect prose, just truth. Then ask, what am I carrying that no longer serves me? Let it leave through the pen. Close by, setting a simple intention. Today, I will speak gently. Today I walk in my own pace. This isn't self-help. This is self-honoring. Compassionate intention setting. Before you do, decide how to be. Ask, who do I want to be today? Choose a virtue. Patience, clarity, courage. Not because you should, but because your spirit is asking for it. Say it out loud. Let it shape the way you move, speak, listen, and lead. This habit brings coherence to your inner and outer world. No more fragmented effort, just rooted, heart-led energy. And finally, conscious breathing. Your breath is the bridge between body and mind, between chaos and calm. One deep breath can break the cycle of reactivity. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Silently say, in this breath, I return. Return to now. Return to you. Return to the only place peace is possible. Morning practice. Summary, 7 habits to root your day in peace. Begin with stillness. Start the day in silence, without reaching for your phone. Anchor yourself in presence. Mindful wake-up. Smile. Feel your breath. Meet your body with reverence. Take in the good. Absorb one beautiful thing. Let gratitude change your chemistry. Mindful movement. Walk slowly. Let your body be a meditation. Journaling for self-mastery. Reflect, release, realign. Make space for truth. Compassionate intention setting. Choose who you want to be, not just what you want to do. Conscious breathing. Return to your breath. Return to yourself. You don't need to do all 7 every day. Even one done with presence is enough to shift your entire inner landscape. Peace isn't something you wait for. It's something you practice. One breath, one step, one morning at a time.